gets a good start. He sits in third. Chad Reed, he's going to take the lead. Stewart right behind Carmichael in fourth. And stuck in the middle is Jeff Gibson. Gibson's going to get a wild view here as Carmichael blasts past into second.
Everything's lined up here. We're going to have Stewart's back and forth, but our top three riders are out front. This is what we all want to see. One last great battle between these three awesome competitors.
Last season was a perfect storm as far as Supercross was concerned for an entire year. We get one more look at it right here. And these three great riders put on a spectacular show. And Carmichael willing to give it his all one more time as he battles Reed for the lead.
He knows he's got no time to waste. He wants to try to make a move on Reed right here.
There it is.
The crowd go crazy.
Reed tries to come back. Boy, the crowd spurred him on.
You talk about it. They are reacting to this. And they know number 7's coming too. He's a local boy also here from Florida. The excitement is just unbelievable. You see flashes going off on every part of the stadium from every seating section. And we're only on the second lap.
It has been an electric night here in Orlando. No question about it. Carmichael, by the way, wearing the orange riding gear. He won 13 in a row back in 2001 in orange. He's got all 48 Supercross wins marked off on the back of his jersey, and he's also got the 5 number 1 plates also emblazoned on the jersey. And across the bottom, as you watch his mother and father watching this from the sidelines, it says Ricky and the Mickey Mouse font, one of his favorites.
Well, I tell you what, if anybody can manage to harness all this energy from the crowd and all the emotions and everything that's gone on in his life these last couple days, it's Carmichael.
Back to Ricky up front. Jeffy makes a little bit of an adjustment to the left control on the bike. Banged it out a little bit.
Yeah, he's adjusting the clutch lever there. Not quite as comfortable as what he wanted it to be.
This, by the way, the battle for the points lead. Reed in front of Stewart. The championship line right here. Oh, Reed with a big problem, and Stewart takes over second.
And Reed missed the triple. I don't know what he did there. He is very lucky that he didn't get landed on. Fortunately, Stewart was off to the right.
Now, can Stewart reel in Ricky Carmichael? What epic battles these two have had over the last year.
I know all these guys have a lot of respect for Ricky, but they also know what the importance is of not only points, but how prestigious it is to go after a guy like Ricky Carmichael, chase him down and win this event. They're not going to let him. They're not going to let him win this. If Ricky comes away with the win tonight, he's going to have to earn it. There's no doubt about that.
49-0, Carmichael just getting faster.
And Stewart was a 49-1, so he's about a second and a half. I'm sorry, 0.2 of a second off of Carmichael right now.
And after the end of the second practice, I was standing in Carmichael's pit when he rolled in, and he looked at me and he said, 0.05 of a second slower than Stewart. He was furious. He wanted it bad. He's got him right now.
These are the world's 2 best Supercross racers. One rider going after his first championship, and the other in his final main event of his illustrious career.
And they're pulling away from Reed.
And it is a battle royale. These guys, over the years, have so much focused on lap times and battled each other for the lap time supremacy and be the fastest guy. Both riders have the fitness that it takes to race 20 laps wide open, and that is what they're doing right now.
And James Stewart has told you and I before that he lives for the opportunity to raise his game every time Ricky Carmichael shows up in the game. So you know James is giving it everything he has on that monster Kawasaki. But it's the Makita Suzuki out front.
And I think he pulled on him a little bit there. I think a couple of bike links going to be real hard to measure.
And look at the gap back to Reed. These two up front pulling away.
Stewart was faster by about 0.4 of a second. And right there in the whoop section is where he is making it up. He has got the Kawasaki dialed in, and he's carrying a lot of momentum going across that whoop section.
Jeannie and Rick Carmichael watching. Ricky's grandfather is here as well. Big Rick's father.
I think the whoop section's going to tail the tail. You know they're going to race it clean. Stewart's got a lot of respect for Ricky. This is a big race for both these guys.
Well, Ricky knows that number 7's back there and coming hard. He just doesn't know when he's going to arrive on the scene. Does he know he's here now? Can he hear him?
Oh, yeah, you can hear it. You can feel it. He's raced for a lot of years. Now watch the whoop section right now. Watch how much speed Stewart carries across there. Close right in on the back of Carmichael.
Frightening the pace that Stewart is willing to run through those whoops. That is just total commitment.
Yeah, this is as good as it gets. Carmichael's last Supercross.
Jeannie cheering her son on. Big Rick watching.
Now the pressure hits. Carmichael's been in this position so many times in his career. Racing against Reed, Stewart, McGrath, all of the greatest Supercross racers. Let's see if that experience can pay off right here one more time.
The one thing about Ricky Carmichael is that over the years he has constantly had to find a way to up his game to battle the guy who was the best along with him at the time, like you mentioned, McGrath. And now he had to change his game to match Stewart's pace. He did that last year. Can he do it again tonight? Almost to the halfway point.
Carmichael seems to be a little bit better in his turns, a little bit better on the rest of the track. Although Stewart is absolutely flying through the whoops.
And traffic is going to come into play here in a little while.
Very soon. Track's getting pretty rough. You can see the berms starting to get blown out. A little bit of braking bumps, acceleration bumps starting to form in the turns.
We're going to take a quick break from Orlando. We'll be right back for more debate after this. Orlando, Ricky Carmichael in his final AMA Mobile Supercross main event leads here in the Citrus Bowl. James Stewart hot on his trail as they're about to catch the lap traffic.
Now it gets interesting, Ralph. These guys have got to move out of the way and let the show go on.
Cole Siebler on the 90 does just that. And they know if Ricky's coming by, Stewart can't be far behind. Oh, no! Stewart up over the top blocks, but what a save! But that buys Ricky a few feet.
That may be just what he needs at this point of the race. On Ricky makes a little mistake, misses the triple in, and Stewart closes right back up on the back of him. Watch through the whoop section. Stewart has got it dialed. He's going to carry a lot of momentum. Look how fast he comes out of the turn, wide open on that 450 Cowie.
Absolutely fearless is James Stewart through the whoops. I don't think I've ever seen another rider attack the whoop section like James Stewart.
Here they come. They're closing in on Thomas. He's got to get out of the way and let this race keep going for the lead.
Jason Thomas, a seasoned veteran, does just that.
I tell you what, Ralph, this is what these two riders live for. They've trained their whole life. They dreamed about this when they were little boys. Came up through the amateur ranks, lights racing, to have a battle like this.
Let's go back and look at what happened to Stewart. Could have been a huge moment.
You see right here, Clark's down. Stewart tries to cut underneath, goes right over that tough block. So fortunate that it didn't take his front wheel or back wheel and kick it to the side. Now we still have a great battle for the lead.
Carmichael, a quick look over his shoulder, almost as if to say, come on, James. Let's have
Here
some
we go.
fun.
To the inside.
Here's Stewart! Side by side, but no contact, and he can't get it done.
What do you do in this situation?
And traffic again in the play.
But Stewart was racing him clean. Look right here.
Oh, boy, Stewart with the lead.